Hello friends, Iceberg at Dillon Brothers Motorsports, and today I'm going to give you a walkthrough of this 2017 Yamaha SCR 950. Alrighty my friends, let's go ahead and talk about the style on this 950 here. I love the classic throwback to the flat track dirt racers of old. Really like what Yamaha has done with this motorcycle. The styling is perfect on this for those people who want that retro style, dirt track style motorcycle. The engine platform is directly off the Yamaha Bolt. So you have the 943cc air-cooled V-twin engine in this motorcycle. Plenty of power on this bike, considering this bike fully loaded and ready to go down the road comes in at 547 pounds. This is going to have a 5-speed transmission on this motorcycle, and the final drive on this bike is belt. Now, as I said, I know that this bike is made to have that scrambler kind of dirt track racing look on it. Would I necessarily take this bike up into the mountains and hammer on some hard dirt trails? No, but can you take this bike off-road and use it kind of as an enduro scrambler style motorcycle? Of course you can, but as I said, I would not recommend. If you're looking for a true enduro, this necessarily isn't going to be that bike, but yes, you still can take it off-road. Moving up front, where you have the 19-inch front wheel on there, as you can see, we've got kind of the knobby tires on it, and on the rear you have this 16-inch also with the knobby style tires on it, and I love it. You know it's coming if you watch my videos. This motorcycle has spokes, and to me, old school flavor definitely needs spokes on it, and this bike definitely warrants that. Moving up from that, you have the telescopic front forks, where you're going to get 4.7 inches of travel on that. And then on the rear for your suspension, you're getting the dual piggyback suspension here, where you're going to get 2.5 inches of travel in the rear. So not a ton of travel in the rear, but definitely enough to still handle a little bit more of aggressive riding, dipping into corners, but once again, not wanting to take it up mountain terrain for sure. Pulling back and up from that, where you have the very nice drag style pulled back flat track racing handlebars on there. These do come back a little bit to the rider, so it puts you in a very nice seating position on this bike, where you have just a nice straight back, sitting upright, hands are down with a little bit of bend in your elbow. Great control on this motorcycle. Speaking of the comfort factor and the sitting on here, you do have the upgraded Corbin seat on this motorcycle. This is a one seat, but it is long enough, and you do have passenger pegs on here as well, that this motorcycle is 2-up ready. And for any of those who have ridden with a Corbin seat, you know these seats are fantastic. They really help with that back fatigue on there. That's what Corbin is known for. They may not be the most comfortable on your rear, but they definitely keep your back in line and keep everything from that rider fatigue, really helping out with that. Another fantastic add-on to this motorcycle, giving it an incredible sound and kind of upping that horsepower on it, is going to be that Akrapovic exhaust on here. This exhaust sounds absolutely amazing. I do apologize. I am not going to fire the bike up right now because we are on the upstairs showroom at the motorsports store. We don't quite have the ventilation for that, so if you'd like to hear it, you can definitely leave a comment in the on the YouTube page or on Facebook, and I will get this thing outside so you can hear that Akrapovic exhaust. It's pouring rain outside. I know, excuses, but just being straight up, sorry that I'm not going to fire the bike up, but do know that that Akrapovic exhaust sounds incredible, and I might be butchering that name. I know there's so many different pronunciations of it, but that's how I say it. Let's go ahead and talk fuel economy on this SCR 950. First of all, you have the 3.5 gallon gas tank on here. I very much love the design on here. This is going to be that rapid red that Yamaha puts out. Just a beautiful paint scheme on there, adding the nice white in there with the Yamaha logo and the black and red inlays running across the tank. Truly goes back to the old school scramblers on there. You are going to average around 51 miles to the gallon feeling on this motorcycle. So you are going to get a ton of riding time on this bike without having to worry about fueling up. Another thing about this motorcycle, this is a 2017. It is pre-owned, but as it sits on our floor right now, this motorcycle has 526 miles on it. So extremely low miles. You have a very nice setup here with the Corbin seat, with that beautiful Akrapovic exhaust. This is basically a brand new motorcycle that has already been broken in and has some very nice add-ons to it. And if you are local in Omaha, Nebraska and would like to see this motorcycle up close and in person, please stop out at Dillon Brothers Motorsports today. Come talk to any of our sales staff about this motorcycle. And as always, from the entire Dillon Brothers Motorsports family, thank you so much for checking out our videos. And always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.